left Barbie today. She got tired of him playing video games. She hit the road and now that left Barbie sad. So he headed down to the store where he buys his video games. He was looking for a new game. That's when he saw the AI girl was standing there. You could build it however you desired. He made her just like Jenny, but with a new personality. New personality, yeah. Jenny got to missing him. She came home, knocked on the door. That's when she saw AI girl standing there. She was fucking startled cause she looked just like her. She took off running. Bobby never saw her again. Now all Bobby has is AI girl. Robots can't love you. What a stupid mistake to trade a real girl for an AI girl. What a fucking idiot. Bobby's a fucking idiot. Bobby's a idiot. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, AI Girl is actually the actual single. I just dropped the Mission to Mars Part 2 yesterday. Last night, I got 200 views on it on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. You are my favorite audience. I wish I could actually post my videos there first, but I go through hell to get the videos there, but I eventually do get them there. But thank y'all for watching my videos. 200 views in one day. Just a few hours, actually. It's actually 24 hours around now, and I didn't even put it on YouTube first. I put it on all the others first, and then I got it up there. Thank y'all very much. I think it got a few hits on YouTube. The YouTube is shadow banned, and they've been doing me that way for many years now. But thank you, YouTube. I wish I could get a Rumble audience. If you're on Rumble, find my Rumble account and support me there as well, because I would like to get a foothold somewhere. I mean, I love YouTube. I hope they're around for a long time. But anyways, even if you don't, thank you for your views here. Now, I don't have many takes of AI Girl, AI Jenny, AI Girl. It was originally called AI Girl. Then I called it AI Jenny. I thought, well, I got Goth Girl. I had another song that's on the album. I changed its title to it. It was called UK Girl. So we changed it as well. You'll be hearing that one. That's the actual love song I wrote. I started on it back in 2014-ish. Just now got it finished. We also got the twisted tale of Michael and his love that you will be hearing about. I'm not going to drop it. I probably won't drop any more actual songs, because I've already got the album in queue to come out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you where AI Girl was. It's a newer song. It ain't like them. Like a lot of them songs I've been working on for years. The Mission to Mars, it started right after Mission. Part 2 started right after it. I mean, if you realize how I ended the song, I already had my idea about what I was going to do with it when I sung the lyric Will he make it home safe? Only God knows. I was going to make him go through some kind of turmoil. And then I picked the planet. I couldn't decide which planet I wanted him to go to. And then I started hearing about sometimes there's windows open. And then right as I was finishing it, they were talking about this certain day that Mars and Neptune were close. And I thought, Neptune's my planet. So that's when I took Neptune as my planet. But I had the idea that he was going to get back to Earth, but I didn't know exactly how. So I said, only God knows. So we started working on it way back then. And I worked on that thing, and the lyrics have sort of been similar all along. I just would monkey with it. Like one time, I had it just as pure vampires, and I thought, well, they're more like devils because they're vampires, but they're feeding off his energy and attacking his body. Attacking his spirit. Sort of like the warfare that we go through on Earth. But I wanted him to face this warfare in space, and he actually was visited by an angel, which led him back. Now it's a fictional story, and I hope God don't look at it I'm writing to his Bible. It's sort of like a fiction story based on the Bible. But that's where I was going with that. But anyway, I've only got about 2 versions of AI Girl, because most of them were vocal demos. If I can find those vocal demos, I may not even have some more of them because my phones crash all the time. It's mostly just a vocal demo. It's a newer song, 1718-ish. So it's not that old, and I hadn't replayed with it that much till I was recording the album. So we got one full version, which is 6 minutes, and you're going to hear it. And then we got an acoustic version that I'll play afterwards, when I was just strumming my guitar. I was going to release it as a single too, but I decided not to do that. We'll just put it on this video. Here we go. Let's get AI Girl, AI Jenny. You'll hear where it comes from. I sort of like this version too. But BandLab, it tells its intent. And this site did too, and it had it in its, but I wasn't sure about some of the packs I downloaded. And because I don't read good with my eyes, I wanted to make sure that I was in the legal right, so I didn't officially release those songs. But I did say they were good for demos and stuff. Now, BandLab, you can use it full throttle. And you can even record your own freaking stuff. And that's what I'm working for in the future. Right now, I used out-of-the-box beat loops. But and drum beats and guitars. But in the future, I plan to make full recordings if I'm allowed. If Jesus allows me before he returns. So, Jesus, you let me, buddy. You let me, King. I shouldn't just call him my buddy, but he is my buddy. We're going to play I'm going to mute me, and then we're going to play the long version. And I love this version. It was more like a hard rock version. Because I wasn't sure about the packs. And it was that same app. I mean, they had several different ones, but it's the same company. It's called Groove Pad. I believe that was called. I told it. It's on my other video. I told on my other video. You just watch my one on the Vampires of Neptune, or Demons of Neptune, Devils of Neptune. Just look for it. And I wonder if I've got my acoustic track here. We'll see if I got the acoustic one. I'm probably got it downloaded somewhere. I might play the acoustic one first. But we'll go ahead and get the one. I know where it's at. Okay, hold on. Let me mute me. And then we'll go over here and get the long AI Girl Jenny. Here we go. On rockandroll100fm.com, baby.
Can you love Bobby today? She got tired of his video games. She left Bobby feeling sad. So we went down to this technical store to buy a new video game. That's when he saw her standing there, the AI girl. You could build her however you desired, so he decided to rebuild Jenny, but with a different attitude. He gave her a new personality. Ha ha! You got an AI girl. Yeah. Oh yeah. Natalie got two missing bodies. She decided to come back home. She knocked on the door and was met with her Bobby's AI girl, yeah. Met with Bobby's AI girl, yeah. Met with Bobby's AI girl, yeah. Met with Bobby's AI girl, yeah. 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 Fuck you, Jenny. Fuck you, he says. That right there. It's sort of like the metal that I've always wanted to make, baby. Woo! Yeah!
I think that right there is my favorite outtake of anything. I really did get excited there, Tim, when I was listening in my headset. You heard the end there where I was going on about this is the best metal I've ever made. But then I got to listening to that thing, and I got to worrying that maybe it was too good. Too good to be true. So I was afraid to actually take it for my take. But boy, when I was listening to it in my head, so I was banging my head. And I was thinking, you can hear a lot of different inspirations. And I told y'all this album, it's not going to be going one way. It's got a lot of my inspirations. There's one part there, and I didn't literally do it. There's this band called Five Finger Death Punch. I love them. I love Five Finger Death Punch. That was a part of that vocal where it went that direction. When I did that laugh, it kind of sounded like Dave Mustaine. Then that end, I used to give the credit to Axl Rose. But recently I just discovered, I watched this Live at the Ritz in 1991 just recently. There's this guy that does a podcast, Appetite for Distortion, I believe, with, what's he call it? Calls himself same as a movie. But anyway, his podcast is called Appetite for Distortion. And he's a radio host, and his main theme is Guns and Roses. And he was pumping out there about the Ritz, and I had the bootleg, I had the audio, but I'd never actually seen it before. And Axl Rose and Shannon Hoon, they sounded similar. So I always gave Axl Rose Shannon Hoon's credit. But it was actually Shannon Hoon that inspired my high vocal. So it's not really Axl Rose. So you can hear a little bit of that there, Tim, too. I can't get up there right now. I'm kind of scratchy tonight. But you can hear a little bit of Axl in it, too, because if you think back to, he did something with Sebastian Bach called Back in the Saddle Again. You can hear a little bit of the Axl in that. But I think who Axl was inspiring to be was I think he was inspired by his buddy Shannon Hoon. Is what I really think. I think Axl Rose wanted to sound more like Shannon Hoon. I'm not trying to speak for you, Axl. I love you. Just saying. Anyways, that reaction to that end of that was really real. I mean, what you was hearing, I got excited. I mean, I was listening to that in my headset. Damn, that sounds good. And you know, the Sony guy, he told me years ago that if you had the right kind of environment and the right equipment, you would be good. And in that, I think I show my goodness. And unfortunately, this is going to be an outtake. But I put it out here on this video for y'all to see, for y'all to hear. Now we're going to play the last part, and then I'm going to get out of here. I didn't do no gaming tonight. I was late. Our internet went out for a while. And by the time I got it on, it was already late, and I didn't even feel like going gaming. So I decided, well, before I go to bed, I'll put together the freaking AI Jenny video. And since y'all love the other one, I might put out one more before the album comes out, or after the album comes out. Because I've got another song that was made of that same album, and I like the version better. And I did keep my vocal, and unfortunately, when you keep the vocal to a song you didn't necessarily make, it doesn't necessarily fit as good as it would have with the beat that it was sung to. So you can sort of tell this in the release version. I put remix beside it. And that's what it really is. It's really just a vocal. It's kind of like that. You know, last night you heard if you listened to the video, 200 people did. I don't know if the same 200 people will come back and listen to AI Jenny again. But if some of you 200 people that listen to AI Jenny, go and listen. You heard that version of the calculator, and I've lost my calculator. I don't see it. It's fell down somewhere. It's in a little pouch. Boy, them things are expensive. Some of them are $200 or $300. I got the cheapest one. That calculator like things, and it's got a bunch of little buttons on it, and it's 2 little knobs. You can make songs on it. I'm not good at it right now. But I did make a version of the Vampires of Neptune, or Devils on Neptune. I eventually come down to the title. It was Vampires of Neptune for many years, and I decided, well, they're more like devils than they are vampires. but they are feeding off of him, so they're vampires. See what I'm saying? They're spiritual vampires. They're not the kind that feeds off of blood. They feed off his energy. They feed off him. They feed off to inspire him, to take over his body, to control him. Okay, so we're going to play the acoustic version of the AI Jenny, then we'll get out of here. Now, this ain't going to be too good because I don't know how to play. I'm getting a little better at it, though, I got to admit. I was picking it up tonight, and with all this Kanye talking and stuff, and him going on about Hitler, I have one musician person that I liked his music, but I hated the person. And he was in prison for many years. And he's pretty much the king of just sitting and singing with your guitar. His name is Charles Manson. I always loved his music. I'm gonna put this right. I loved his music, but I hated what he led people to do. He used his person for very bad and evil things, and I cannot forgive that. But I did like his music. Somehow or another, I got into my Guns N' Roses stuff. I don't know how that happened. Sorry there, y'all. That's Guns N' Roses. I've been looking for trace. We'll get that AI Jenny here in a minute. Why the hell did that click Guns N' Roses? I pulled mine up. I don't understand what's going on here.
You can't get love from a fucking robot. Jenny left Bobby today. She got tired of him playing video games, so she hit the road and now this left Bobby sad. So he heads down to a store where he buys his video games. He was there looking for a new game. That's when he saw her. The AI girl was standing there. You could build her whatever you desired. He made her just like Jenny, but with a new personality. Now Jenny got to missing Bobby. She came home, knocked on the door. That's when she saw her standing there. She looked just like her. Now Jenny, she was fucking startled. She took off running, Bobby never seen her again. Bobby was a fucking idiot. He traded a real girl for an AI girl. You can't get love from a fucking robot.
Okay, I had that one in the actual music folder, and what I did, I hit the back button And Guns N' Roses is the next set of music that's there. So that's what happened. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you all for watching. By the way, that was You're Crazy! Crazy! You're fucking crazy! Whoa, my! I know I used the F words this time. Several times in this album. Not deliberate, but I'm going to explain you for that. That if you go back to my first albums, first and second album, I would replace the F word with freaking. I did that because I wanted to make it clean for everybody. But now here's me in 2022. There's so much fucking censorship that I flipped that off. So I didn't censor myself this time. That's the reason you're hearing the F word now. It's not that I've went any worse, or because, well, at times I do go. It depends on the year and the timing and how I'm feeling, how my mouth is. I'm still trying to repent. I'm still trying to clean it up. It's not working. But when I run into an F word, I used it. Because if we don't use our freedom of speech, we lose it. And I know Christians will say, well, you're not supposed to be dirty. Well, I don't care. You know, he was holy, but he never backed his ground down. His name was Jesus Christ. He was just holy, was all. And yes, I'm trying to get there, but when it came to censorship, I just decided to say out that. I'll see y'all next time.